Like the chorus first say it well, God is good all the time. Once again, God is good all the time. Now we are faced with a different type of situation. Republicans, we're going to need our Republican women more than ever, all across Virginia, all across this country. This is the time period for all those Republican women. I need for you to go to your husband and all the men out there that's talking trash, that's too busy chasing the skirt, just ignoring the fact that our state, our Commonwealth of Virginia, is under attack. Antifa and BLM has joined together. And of course, this is not good for nobody. This war is not going to be over with, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want you to tell them, if you are only around just to talk trash, if you're only around just to give yourself a little pleasure, if you're only around not to do anything, because right now the family dynamic all across America, especially for us Republicans and conservatives, needs to change now. There is no second chance here. See, too many people talk patriot shit and they ain't ready for patriot shit right now. Right now, this is about patriot shit. This is the time period where the guns start getting loaded. This is the time period to end the bullshit with Antifa, BLM, and the rest of these leftist groups out there that's destroying Virginia and America. The fact is, a lot of people talk the talk, ain't walking the walk. And right now is about that time. We are allowing 50 bullies to terrorize millions and millions of hard-working, law-abiding Virginians. And the politicians ain't here to protect us because they spending so much time trying to have a police detail to protect them. Now is the time we bring the fight straight to Antifa, straight to BLM, straight for America, so everybody can see that the Republican Party, the GOP, the 2A, those who have families, know exactly America we are taking back right now. The times of half measure is over. This is the time period whether you step up or you need to shut the fuck up. Plain and simple. If you can spend time right now trolling and being a stupid thug online to everybody, it's time for you to show up and say exactly, I ain't just that online. Because we got plenty of online gangsters right now, and y'all being online gangsters while our city is being burned down, while our state is being taken over. See, Antifa and BLM, when they are gone, don't think that they are gone. They are recruiting right now in your household. They are recruiting your neighbors and your kids. This is the time period to be on guard and recognizing where the enemy is at and where it's trying to attack. This ain't going to be a job just for police right now, because right now the police is overwhelmed. This is the time period where we not only back up the police, but we be the front line of our family's defense. There's no such thing as a halfway Republican, and ain't a such thing as a halfway 2A. It's either you all the way locked and loaded, or you need to step the fuck back and allow us to go ahead and us real patriots take on exactly where you failed the responsibility. These Democrats and these liberals are promoting this war. That's what they need. They got the COVID. This is what they need. All this for a election, but this ain't about an election right now. This is about the slavery of American citizens and bowing down to the powers that be. This is about using miseducated, misinformed youth that are not getting the education, but they're getting the education from the streets right now. Right now, their education is destroyed with no consequence. It's time for consequences right now. See, the games is over. My campaign has always said playtime is over, but this is more than just campaigning and more in politics. I need for the Republican women right now to wake up. Every single fucking Republican, every single fucking conservative. If your son is over 18 years of age, you need to be teaching them how to shoot. You need to be making sure your family knows how to defend themselves, because right now the war is not going to be in Richmond. It's going to be at your doorstep. This is no longer a game. What they are doing right now is more than just urban warfare. This is about crippling America at its core. This is why when these politicians gave out their cookie, I told them, this is not going to be over because you take away the monuments. This is not going to be over because of police reform. There's no such thing as quenching the thirst of these damn vampires. This is the time period we are out on the streets when they are out on the streets. This is the time period we are at the front line confronting them with police. We take back over Virginia. Now, if you are a patriot, I want you to sign up for this one, but don't sign up if you're preparing to run when shit gets nasty and ugly, because this ain't for you. What I'm saying for the Republican women is you locked and loaded and ready to go. We need you too. But we need for you to find out who is all talking your household and who really about it. Because the ones that sometimes buying up the guns are buying it up because they trying to make up for something else. Those who are talking about, hey, I'm willing to go out there and fight. You willing to fight another Republican, you better be damn sure willing to fight for this damn country. See, people ain't talking like this no more. As I was governor, I'm going to be talking like this, but not just talking. We're going to be putting action. This is a time not for just a call of arms. This is a call for action. Got too many of our future depending on this one, and people sitting at homes and asleep at the wheel. See, when I said I was going to Richmond, you know I'm going. When I say I'm going to confront, you know exactly what that means, because you know I've been there and done that. Find out how many of those who you are around, the ones who talk about, I'm pro-2A, I'm a tough Republican, I'm a tough conservative. You know why politicians like these other ones like me are calling a lot of y'all weak, punks, pathetic, without backbone? It's time for you to understand, why are we calling you that? Because you're not there where America needs you. We should have never allowed our country to get this out of control. We got kids bullying the adults. Get it? Kids bullying the adults. And the adults just taking it. How can you tell your kid to fight back against a bully and you can't even fight back against a bully? We outnumber them by millions. And we got millions at home talking about, I'm scared, I don't want confrontation, I don't want to be bothered in this fight. But I guarantee you, you'll show up if it was 1 million of Virginia citizens saying we are taking them on. Guess what? I guess you ain't shit without your homeboys. Tupac Shakur wasn't the only one to talk about that. It's been plenty of people to talk about that one, where people act tough when they around a group of people. They got their bandwagon. Be tough by yourself and let's see how good that works. Realistically, we allowed the Lee statue to get tore up like that and all that. That was all our faults. Because guess what? We gave up a white flag and surrender. once you give up something to a terrorist, they just gonna find out more things that they could get. Now they're saying looting is reparations. Let's show them some reparations. Let's show them exactly how we handle business in America. Let's show what happens when you rob a store with licensed gun owners. Let's see what happens when you try to burn down a house with a licensed gun owner. Let's see what happens when there are citizens deputized, because I'm telling you, sheriffs out there, stop bluffing. Because what I'm saying is directly true. Because, like I said, they're recruiting your household too. It's time for you to stop the bluffs. It's time to start deputizing your citizens and saying, we are not going to leave you vulnerable and without a way to defend yourself. If there's ever a time period right now for each and every one of you Americans, start looking at Portland, start looking at Seattle, start looking at Richmond, start looking at New York, start looking at Chicago. If Chicago residents can stand up to BLM and Antifa, we can stand up to BLM and Antifa. If Richmond residents can stand up to BLM and Antifa, we can stand up to the same thing. We should have never ever allowed this to get this far. Now we're seeing human trafficking because people have to fund their operations through crime. Soros and the rest of them. They are all in this together. These politicians all in this together to distract from what's really going on here in America. And that is putting Americans in a prison of their own making. And I believe it's about time we break out of that damn prison. We wake up from the time period of being asleep. We start looking at our family and looking at our children and saying, I'm going to go ahead and put the fire back into my belly and get back out there and protect you in America once again. I know you veterans right now, y'all looking for those troops and those soldiers. You trying to find out who can still hold a gun, who can still put on that uniform for America, because right now we are recruiting patriots right now to take on exactly what's destroying this country. Like I said, if you haven't been there, if you haven't been in this fight, if you haven't been there to confront these protesters, why are you talking shit from your house? Ask yourself that. Why are you able to attack another Republican or attack another Democrat, but you can't be out there staring them face to face and letting them know how you feel face to face? That's exactly the definition of a punk and a coward. That's exactly what it is. Right now, if you really Billy Badass, right now, if you talking all that trash, let's see how real you are right now. Republican women, I want you to go to your nice little hardcore Republican husband, your nice little hardcore conservative, your hardcore guns loaded posing for the pictures, calling themselves a motorcycle riding badass. And I want you to say, okay, well, it looks good for the cameras right now, but right now, let's see if you really up to go ahead and do exactly what Rutledge is talking about and fight back for this country. Because it ain't gonna be a camera session then. Because if you ain't fed up, all these children getting killed, North Carolina boy, 5 years old, that's getting shot in the head and people bragging about it. You think this is a game? That could be your family out there. That could be your son, your daughter. What you gonna say because I stayed home? I was hoping it wasn't going to make it to my house. It made it to their house, so don't think you're special. Right now, we need thousands and thousands of Virginian citizens that ain't scared, they ain't punks, they ain't bitches, they ain't talking trash online, to descend on Richmond and send a message that Antifa and BLM is no longer welcome here or anywhere fucking else. There's no longer room for negotiations. That day is over with. We need to now let them politicians know you can go and leave after we are done. Actually, you can go right now, because right now the leadership is not there. They don't exist. Don't expect shit from them. They can't even fucking fix what's going on in their house. Right now it's about us, the American citizen, the patriot that is talking about actually committing to action. I don't want to hear your talk no more. I don't want to hear anything about what is going on with you talking trash and holding us back. Because right now November is on the line, but right now they are attacking us here in August and been attacking us for the longest kind of time. This ain't about police brutality. This ain't about reparations. This ain't about equal rights. This is about a new form of supremacy. And right now, I'm telling that new form of supremacy, fuck you, like we have been doing till the beginning of fucking time. Fighting fucking back. That's the American way. So don't expect my language to change, because we are starting to have a new fucking Republican attitude. Shoot, we see cowards now. We are waking up to that agenda. We are waking up to defund the police. We need to be on and on with the police. When they do a protest, it's time for us to do our protest. And let's make sure that they know, you come into our Commonwealth of Virginia, you come to our state capital, you come to our home, we are going to show you the example that comes with that. Shoot, we allowed enough. And this is the straw that broke everybody's back. But the thing about broken back, it can't be fixed. So I'm going to stay with the broken back. And that's fine. And we'll remember you whenever you need our help. And we'll think about it. But see, America remembers America. And we depend on America. So we're going to have America's back. So let's see who is willing to step on the front lines. Not with Merle Rutledge, but on the front lines here in this country for America. If you're off duty and you're military, you need to be out there fighting at the front lines. If you're at home, you are able physically, you are able with the heart, you need to be out there on the front lines. If you're talking trash online, you need to be out there on the front lines. Because right now, enough is enough. We're going to see right now, we're going to see who's really going to be about this. All these militias being called up, but they ain't where we need them. We need a message sent loud and clearly. Loud and fucking clearly. That we are not giving up Virginia. We are taking it back. God bless America, and God bless all of you.